Welcome to Maxim TV, powered by UltraTune. Our long-awaited second series is finally here, and if you're wondering why it took us about 4 years to produce the second season, well, we've been looking for the perfect co-host.
Aww.
For Christy. And we've been using all sorts of things, you know, AI, holograms, trying to build the perfect male co-host, even cellophane and masking tape. Lots of masking tape, actually, but nothing really worked, and we're completely out of budget, so I got the call up.
Well, despite the glorious return of James Curley, we do have other things on today's show. Let's check it out.
We chat to a former home and away actor getting busy on the big screen. We take you on a kick-ass motorcycle adventure through the Himalayas, and gorgeous Maxim cover girl Casey Boonstra asks strangers some random questions about sex. But first up, what better way to kick off season 2 than one of Maxim's women that we simply can't get enough of?
Behold the one and only Candice Swanepoel. It's Maxim Mail Time, where I get to troll through your marriage proposals from loyal fans, regretful exes, and cute prisoners.
Yeah, big shout out to Golden Supermatch. Really appreciate the support, everyone watching. Oh yes, a little hot tip, Christy. Make sure you work on the white collar criminals. More cash, less dangerous. Trust me. Let's have a look. It is our first episode. There's not a lot in the Maxim mailbag, but maxim at maxim.com.au is where you can send the mail. This first one comes in from Michael in Wallara, who says, I love the show, K&K. Thank you, Michael. Appreciate the support, mate. I really do. And then he says, I need a bit of help, though. Things in the bedroom are drier than the Nullarbor Plains. That is the driest part of Australia. I thought the farmers were doing it tough. We can't send him a bale of hay, but we give some advice, and that's what he wants, some advice. I'd suggest date nights, more date nights. What else? Maybe more communication, talking?
Absolutely, and perhaps a couple's massage.
Couple's massage. Oh, like a swingers club.
Kind of.
Speaking of massage, Daniel writes in as well. Big fan of the UFC. He's got a little video of Diego Sanchez copying a massage.
Oh, yeah, brother. Oh, I miss those bumps. Oh, the pain. I'm a tough guy.
Well, I think he's just laughing there, would you say?
No, he's definitely crying.
Really? Mm-hmm. I think it's weird that guys struggle to admit they're actually crying publicly. It's quite odd. Why do you think that is? Why are we afraid of crying?
Weaker sex. Probably sums it up. That's it, girls.
I'm kidding. It doesn't weaken me at all. We are, well, we'll fight that out later on. But I'll tell you a man who's very much in touch with his emotions. Dan Ewing, the very handsome hunk of a man, in fact.
He's probably a little too hunky.
Too hunky? Is that a little bit of salivation there? You drooling?
It's a thyroid thing. Just roll the interview.
How about the thyroid thing? What's going on there? Is it?
It's fine.
Home and away dreamboat and all-round acting legend Dan Ewing. Thanks for joining us, mate.
Thank you, mate. James Curley, James Bond. I don't know who I'm talking to.
Yeah, I know. I've definitely got a bit overdressed. I got a bit excited having an international now actor back in the country. You've had a massive 2018, multiple releases. Let's talk about the Alien film first up. Pretty exciting stuff.
The sci-fi thing is very new here in Australia. I mean, the Americans love all that stuff, but it's new here, so it's really great that Australian audiences have been getting out and supporting it.
Yeah.
You know, I think on IMDb we were beating Skyscraper for a bit there.
Unbelievable.
And I just think, you know, it's sometimes with the American films, not all the time, but sometimes, you know, just because they have $200 million means, okay, we need to spend it. You know, and we don't have that, so we need to put money into the things that matter and the things that count, and that's obviously character work, which Aussie actors are really well known for.
Absolutely. For people watching at home, if they do face an alien and are attacked by an alien in the future, any advice from the work you've done with them?
Well, I think I grew up on the original Crocodile Dundee. movie. So you know how he kind of like just subdues
Careful.
the water buffalo.
That's-
Oh, sorry,
yeah,
camera.
there-
Sorry.
Put your hands together for the ex-captain, Matty Simmons, ladies.
Max, what is that?
A couple of last little questions. Burgers or steaks?
Oh, it's tough. Both, but steak. My dad was a butcher, so
Fair enough. Yeah, right. Beers or wine?
wine for sure.
Buddha or Jesus?
Buddha, post-30 Buddha. I was raised on the sort of the more sort of Jesus sort of ideals and all that sort of stuff, and Catholicism. But
Yep.
the older I get, the more. If I had to pick, just I'd say Buddha at the moment.
He looks pretty happy.
He looks pretty. He looks like me, and
Yeah.
when I was a little thick. Fantastic.
yeah. Very cool stuff. Thanks so much. We'll let you get back to promoting 4 films in 1 year.
Thanks very much,
Cheers,
mate.
mate.
Good to talk to you.
Take care.
Cheers.
Here's what's still to come on the show. The beautiful Casey Boonstra, our resident redhead, falls for his personal trainer, and the bloke behind the new Marvel Spider-Man game swings by for one hell of a geeky chat. All that after the break.
Welcome back to Maxim TV, powered by UltraTune. Now, we're not just about women here. No, we like to think of ourselves as a fleshlight for your heart and mind.
Do we? We also like to think of it as a TV show, and on that TV show we have segments, including this next one from 5-time cover model Casey Boonstra, who's roaming the streets talking sex with strangers.
Hi, it's Casey, and today I'm hitting the streets of Sydney asking some people some very sensuous questions. So, are we single or are we taken, ladies?
Taken. Confused?
Are you single or are you taken?
I'm taken. We're single.
Single and ready to mingle.
I am dating myself at the moment.
You're dating
I am
yourself.
dating myself
So, on average, how many times are you having sex a month? Or,
with myself.
I think it changes each month though.
changes each month?
Yeah.
Depends how
Depends.
she feels, yeah.
If you had to describe your sex life in one word, what would it be?
Ooh,
Content, I'd say. Non-existent. Electric.
Electric.
Could be a roller coaster, you know.
A roller coaster.
Some few good ones
I'd
and
say that.
bad ones.
What goes up must come down. What's the quickest sex you've ever had?
Well, it was in a park.
In a park.
It was in a park, and we had a group of people coming over, so I thought might as well do it before they come. So it was about 5 to 6 minutes.
Yeah,
I'd say a minute and a half.
a minute and a half. That's pretty long, right? I thought that was a bit long, wasn't it?
I'm not usually looking at the time, looking at the clock.
He's focused. He's a focused man. Do you think a relationship can survive without sex?
No.
No. I don't think so.
I think it can.
Totes.
Yeah. No. No. Absolutely not.
No. We haven't had sex yet?
You haven't had sex yet?
Yeah.
Good on
Oh,
you.
well, yeah.
Yeah, good on you.
Nah, it's too good.
It sounds like he's got a good relationship.
It's pretty good, yeah. I love it.
Thank you so much for your time,
Okay,
guys.
have a good
Have a
day.
good afternoon.
Thank you.
See ya. I haven't had sex.
We'll chat more with Casey and take a look at some of her sizzling moments at the Maxim cover shoot. But for now, girls, do you work out? I can't tell.
Bit of a personal question and a bit of judgment attached as well. I'm actually doing my pelvic floor exercises right now.
Right. While Curls works out, we're going to check in on our lovable resident ranger, Garfield, and see him maybe getting shredded and a little bit smitten at the gym.
Action Alexa here and welcome to Maxim Fitness. Today we are going to be improving posture. For those guys who sit at a desk all day,
Yeah, I sit at a desk all
watch
day.
at a computer,
Yeah, all day. For work.
for work. Yeah. So we're going to work on opening up through the shoulders and through the hips so that we can improve posture, prevent injury and make his workout efficient and effective. Ready to go?
I'm ready to go. Let's
I'm
do
sure.
this.
I'm ready.
I'm ready. Let's do this.
I'm all about opening up through the front of the body so that we can strengthen the back of the body. That's going to help improve posture, reduce injury, and make workouts efficient and effective. We went through the shoulder dislocate series, which is all about opening up through the chest and the shoulder. We then moved on to hip mobility, because without the hips being open, you can't engage the glutes, which is your powerhouse.
I thought it went really well. I thought both fitness and connection, I thought there was really something there, you know.
He has a little bit of work to do in some specific areas, but I think we really saw his true potential in the frog race.
The leapfrogs at the end, you know, going backwards and forwards, trying to jump forward. But, you know, I thought it was really nice. There was some good playful energy there, and I thought that went really well. You know, actually thinking about it, the hardest part of that whole workout was saying goodbye to Alexa. That was really hard.
What I love about Garfield, he's got so much heart. I would definitely keep Garfield on as my resident ringer.
Unplanned pregnancies, sharks, and scoring a date with a female human, unexpected situations can really mess with your day. But luckily our good friends at UltraTunes are experts when it comes to car troubles.
And who better to show us than UltraTune Rubber Girls?
Car trouble?
Still to come on Maxim TV, powered by UltraTune. We've got girls riding dirty in the Himalayas, some seriously helpful advice from our master's student cover model, Chloe Harrell, and we talk all things Marvel Spider-Man. All that and more coming up next.
And I was like, there were skid marks on these when I bought them, pal. Unbelievable.
Oh, hey, welcome back to Maxim TV. Do you like adventure? Because my illustrious co-host here recently toured the Himalayas on the back of his Royal Enfield motorcycle.
Yes, Christy. Words cannot describe what it's like to have a powerful gun between your legs.
New for you, huh? Enjoy the ride.
Day one, 11,500 feet. Sensational. A couple of coffees. You look like you've been high quite a lot in your lifetime.
Yeah, but not in the mountains. This is something different.
This is different.
Cut it.
Bit of riding there. That's tremendous. Have you got a name for that? Day four. How good is this? We're up at Pangong Lake. Have a look at that. Bright blue. Stunning. Lots of different colours. Every imaginable colour of sand.
Out here, the sky at night, it gets so clear that you can see the entire Milky Way through this place.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey girls, why aren't men more open about mental health?
Well, some of us are, but I definitely get what you're saying. There's an issue there.
Do you think maybe if they had our Maxim cover model and psychology student Chloe Harrell opposite them, it would help things?
This chick here. Yeah, well, I think it's definitely a case of better out than in when it comes to emotions for guys, but Chloe, yep, 1 billion %.
Today we wanted to have a chat about something that is all too common in men, but often swept under the carpet, depression. Although this can be difficult to talk about, it is really important, as 1 in 8 men experience depression at some stage of their life. There's many reasons why you or a mate could experience depression, so it's really important to look out for the signs and symptoms. These could include things like always feeling irritable, angry, tired, not getting enough sleep, or not doing things that you usually enjoy, like sports or going out. If this sounds like you or someone you know, there are heaps of positive things that can be done. Try and reconnect with things you enjoy, even if it's as simple as going for a walk or a surf.
Some quality words there from Maxim's cover model Chloe Harrell, who's getting her master's in psychology. Beautiful and smart, am I right? It's almost up there with Curl's chat with the man behind the incredible Marvel Spider-Man video game. It'll have you shooting webs of excitement.
We're here with James Stevenson, the Community Director for Insomniac Games, and a massive release for 2018, Spider-Man. James, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for having me. It's awesome to be here.
Mate, tell us about this game.
Oh man, this is
it's big.
It's a huge game coming out exclusively for PlayStation 4. It's an original Spider-Man adventure, so it's not based on a movie, not based on a comic. Brand new Spider-Man universe. You're 23-year-old Peter Parker. You're masterful as Spider-Man because you've been in for 8 years.
Yeah.
And it's a great superhero story, but also a really great human story.
Peter, are you in trouble? Do you need money?
No, I mean, I'm a little behind on my rent, but no, I'm fine.
I feel like people have an expectation of what a blockbuster Marvel experience feels like in 2018, and we wanted to deliver that. I'd be remiss not to mention how great the story and the characterizations are, but from a gameplay perspective, it's all about web swinging. Spider-Man is the only character who swings from building to building, and in this beautiful vertical New York City, and we spent nearly 4 years just trying to make the best possible web swinging we could. We tried to give you an experience that lets you be Spider-Man. It feels like a blockbuster Marvel experience. So whether that's great story and characterization, tremendous traversal gameplay in a huge open world, or really fun combat, whether it's aerial, using your webs, using the environment, using all the great gadgets that Peter Parker is known for creating, to give you kind of this complete package of Spider-Man, and hopefully the experience of being Spider-Man in this beautiful, polished, big game is something that people really enjoy.
It is a massive game and a lot of excitement about it. I can't wait to get my thumbs onto it.
Writing your memoirs? Don't forget the hyphen between spider and man.
When we come back, we have news, reviews, and one of Maxim's finest, Casey Boonstra.
So how do you think the first episode's going, Christy?
I reckon it's a real winner. I'd definitely renew us for another season.
Very good. What a time to be alive, eh? 2018, there's so much good stuff, not just on MAXIM TV, but the internet around the world. Some incredible content.
Yeah, there's a lot of dodgy content though, and fake info floating around.
You mean like fake news?
Yes. What a coincidence. That's the name of our next segment.
In an independent inquiry done by me and my friends, it's been found that green text bubbles are gross, and you are either too cheap to use your data for iMessage or you use Android. Ugh. Mars, it's more than just a delicious afternoon snack. Turns out it might also be the potential site of an extraterrestrial life in like a few million years. The journal BMC Microbiology has found that bacteria resistant to the harsh conditions of our outer space managed to hitch a ride aboard our spacecraft and could eventually develop into life forms someday. You know what that means, right? Yep, Love Island Sexy Space Edition. Jason Biggs, the bloke from the American Pie movies who made sweet, sweet love to the pie in the title, has a really hot wife. Not so much news, more inspiring information Curls wanted everyone to know. Believe, fellas.
Wow, 100% fakeness. I haven't seen so much fakeness since I pretended to laugh at my ex-girlfriend's mother's jokes. They were awful. Someone who is not is Christy with some beautiful reviews.
Ooh, could that be our Spidey sense tingling? Actually, no. I think that might be our hangover shakes kicking in. Piercing headache or not, it's tough to dull the kicks you get from Sony's new Marvel Spider-Man game, especially the web slinging. You control a Spidey who's been battling crime for almost a decade and is now up against a gang called the Inner Demons, led by supervillain Mr. Negative. Hey, it's better than Mr. Grumpy Pants. Yeah, the missions are cool, but with an expansive New York as our sandbox, we were happy to waste hours on acrobatic exploration and soaring through the sky. Good, geeky, friendly neighborhood fun. We give it 4 out of 5 dodgy websites.
Well, that's it. End of the first episode. It was great.
Hey, I'd really love to say, but I gotta run.
Oh, yeah, okay. That's fair enough, I guess. You're heading off.
I have an Uber outside. it's waiting. I had fun though.
Yeah, no, me too. Do you want to stick around and talk about the Miss Maxim November competition?
Gotta run.
Looking for a
Sorry.
cover girl? No, that's cool. You didn't have to stay. It's not compulsory. Neither is this competition, Miss Maxim. It comes out in the November issue, so make sure you grab a copy of that or head to the Maxim website. Of course, very simple stuff, and your chance to be on the cover, just like this beauty, 5-time cover girl, Casey Boonstra. Here she is. Just going to see if you want to share an Uber pool. Christy, we can save some cash. No, she's gone.
Great to have you on the show.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Great to snap
Happy
you up
to be
before
here.
you're back to the States. It's been a big year.
It's been a massive year for me. Biggest year of my life, I can say for sure.
And 13 countries I read you've travelled to this year.
Yeah, 13 countries, all around Europe, America, Mexico, Bali. I spent 9 months traveling.
You had a double cover this year in August.
I
Pretty
did.
exciting.
I got a double cover. Can you believe that?
That's wild.
I know.
That's really wild. Where did you shoot it? Talk us through the cover shoot.
We shot it in Newcastle, actually at the sand dunes in Newcastle.
Oh, yeah, quad biking heaven.
Yes, it actually would be. When we got there, it looked like a desert. The sand dunes up there go for ages. It was amazing. Took a long time to get there, but it was amazing.
Do you like long walks on the beach?
Well, I had to for this shoot. Yeah, Jesus.
Long walk in the sand dunes?
Yeah, it was a bit of a mission, but it was well worth it.
Yeah, and your favourite shot from the shoot?
I have to say the cover, right?
Yeah,
They,
there's
could,
two.
they
There's two
couldn't even
covers.
pick one. So how am I meant to pick
There's
one?
a front and a back sort of version.
Yeah,
There's
they
all
should have
of
just done it on
Casey
each
there.
side. Yeah,
Right,
it's a whole lot of me.
there's a lot going on there.